touching on the back. What you see as good intentions is for clout.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Here's Allen. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 45 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return. Turn it. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Fighting Harris over the middle. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 41-yard line.
Now Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Five yards remain on second down. They run with Harris, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And here comes Diggs. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Now Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And Diggs has it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Allen now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick, and he is all the way up past the 25. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 74 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Allen going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. To throw again on second down. Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Allen again. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room here to run. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Allen. Check down to Breida. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
A final shot before break. Allen flushed out right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
165 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. This is Harris. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Sanders with a catch along the sideline. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run here with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 193 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Now a first down carry for Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool. 42 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return will stop right around the 25. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the air.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Teron Johnson able to pick it. The 40. 20. 10. 5. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. But 209 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. This is Harris. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run with Balaj. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run here with Balaj. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. They run it with Balaj. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now Balaj. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Balaj. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Allen. He's got the hookup with Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Ready? 230. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Here we go. Get off the field.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you and I, we just looked at each other and kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.